Hi, my name is Nyrel Wright. I am a senior at high school, and this is my critical ID for URI writing 104. The identities I chose to talk about today is how I grew up with a single father and how I grew up as a black male. I chose these parts of my identities because it was the most I struggled with growing up and also the most I learned from. In this picture, it is my dad and my brother Isaiah. Although I knew my mom, growing up it was mostly me, my brother, and my father. Growing up, my father had no father figure, so he had to learn how to be a father by himself. Although it wasn't easy, he figured it out and took care of me and my brother like how he is supposed to. Growing up, he wasn't always financially stable. That is partly because the government is not giving my father no child support or any help with money. But if it was a single mother, then they would have given child support and helped support with money. According to the Lancet Public Health, which is a website that mostly posts articles about science and stuff for the general knowledge. The Lancet Public Health said, and I quote, "Given that there are more single mothers than single fathers, social support is more commonly available for single mothers." That quote is saying because single mothers are more known and more popular, they get much more benefits than single fathers typically do. Some stereos I got growing up with a single father is that I am smart and aware of my surroundings, and that I'm unloved, and that I'm unresponsible, and that I'm lonely. Although some of those are true, most of them are not true, mainly because of the way my father raised me and the way he made me to be. My father grew up in Queens, New York, and he mainly grew around his mom, his sister, his other sister, and his older brother. And these are his siblings in this picture right here. Because he grew up in New York, he grew up in a different environment that he did not want us to be in. The other identity I chose was growing up as a black male. Growing up black wasn't easy. There was a lot of stereotypes and a lot of people thinking I'm a bad person because of the color of my skin. And according to the Jim Crow Museum, which is a source that has a lot of articles about black people in the Jim Crow situation, and I quote, "Stereotypes are cognitive structures that contain the perceiver's knowledge, beliefs, and expectations about human groups." This is a picture with me and my siblings. And some of the stereotypes that we all got is that we're thugs, we're dirty, we're aggressive, we're in the streets, and we're hood. None of those are true. We are just young people who dream of doing big things.
You ready to go to school? Yeah. Kindergarten? Yeah. Okay, come on. So how do you feel going to kindergarten for the first time? You feel good?